Vishal, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
How important are the looks of your partner to you?
Not that important, really. I think what defines a person is the character.
Then, why did you write it on your matrimonial profile that you're looking for an educated and good looking girl?
Arey, I just had to write something to complete my profile. It's really not that important.
You did go through my images, right? I hope you found me good looking.
Okay. What do you really want to say here?
When you say looks are not that important, I just hope that you mean it.
Wow. Well, if that's the case, when you say that my high salary is not that important, I hope you really mean it.
Excuse me?
क्या हुआ?
So you're trying to say that I got in touch with you because of your high salary or something?
No, I didn't say that. I think you're misunderstanding me here.
You're making me look like a gold digger, man.
I was just playing along. You asked me if looks are important. I asked you if salary is important.
Very funny, huh?
Okay, now you tell me. You connected with me after seeing my matrimonial profile, isn't it? And through that profile, you must have observed how different we are from each other. Our lifestyles, our hobbies. For example, you like to travel and explore the world. I like to sit at home and read books. So there's no way you were impressed by my personal traits, were you?
Why do you think that two people with different tastes can't get along with each other?
They perfectly can. But mostly in case of love marriages. But I think in case of arranged marriages, you actually have the liberty to choose someone whose thinking and way of life matches with yours. But still, you decided to connect with me. I mean, why were you taking a chance?
You said it yourself. I was taking a chance.
Right.
Let's be practical. If you have a high salary and you mention it on your matrimonial profile, it's definitely going to stand out, and I cannot avoid seeing it. And once I've seen it, I just cannot simply ignore it, right? And yes, it's going to influence my decision because financial stability is one of my priorities.
Yeah.
All the other things like lifestyle, compatibility, anything, no matter what you write about yourself, at the end of the day, it's just words, right? I get to know the guy only once I start spending time with him. And especially in this arranged marriage setup, it's more like taking a leap of faith. And how does it make me a bad person if I want to settle down with someone with a high salary?
I did not say that you're a bad person or anything. And I'm not here to judge you. All I'm saying is that if we're both looking at each other as potential future partners, then we really need to be honest with each other. And I would not be having this conversation if it wasn't for the work that you do.
My work.
You're a very popular blogger, right? You talk about how our patriarchal system is holding back women. And very recently, you wrote an article expressing your views against the dowry system in our country.
Yes, I did write about that.
And you also made it clear in your profile that dowry seekers should not get in touch with you.
So why are you concerned? Are you expecting a dowry or something from me?
No, no way.
Oh, oh, wait a second. Are you trying to say that me expecting a guy with a seven-figure annual salary package is something like a reverse dowry or something?
No, I'm not saying that. It's your life and your preferences. But you would be contradicting your own values if you decide to marry me. Have you thought about that?
What do you mean?
Pooja, when you project yourself as a strong feminist and talk about men and women sharing equal responsibilities as a couple, don't you think this equality extends to sharing financial responsibilities as well? Therefore, don't you think you would be staying true to your values if you rather marry someone whose salary or financial status is more or less same as yours?
It's easy for you to say what I should expect or no because you're a guy. The truth is, immediately after I get married, I will have to behave like a typical Bharatiya Nari. No matter how progressive or liberal you are, I would be labeled as a house caretaker. I would be expected to be a good daughter in law and then later be a good mother. My career will definitely take a backseat. It's not like I have a lot of option anyway because even if I apply for a job, the question would be, are you planning to start a family?
But that's what you're fighting against, right? As an active women's rights activist, you have been asking women not to bow down to society's norms. In fact, I remember something you wrote recently. It's in my laptop. Yeah, so you said, in today's times, women marry out of their desire for companionship and not for someone to take care of them financially. But now you're telling me that financial security is your preference? So you see, to the outside world, you are one of the torch bearers of women's rights. And believe me, I'm proud of the work that you do. But in your own world, you are portraying yourself as the victim of the same system that you have been fighting against. Which is the real you then?
Why me? What about you? I asked you, why did you mention good looking girl in your profile? And you very conveniently said that you just wrote it to simply complete your profile. I mean, who knows? You would not even have messaged me if I didn't fit in your definition of beauty. I have seen boys' profile where they have specifically asked for skin complexion, body type, slim, athletic, and so on. It's very easy for boys to get away with this sexist behavior.
You're right. If a guy rejects a girl because of her looks, he would be called out as sexist, aggressive, and whatnot. But if a girl rejects a guy to rather settle with someone with 4 to 5 times more salary, then it would be seen as a practical, rational decision.
Vishal, this is our third video chat, right?
Yeah.
You think I got in touch with you because of your high salary, but you still continue to have video chats with me. What does it make of you? What about your self respect?
You're right. I do agree that we should have had this conversation in the first call itself.
What now? Are we done?
I don't know.
Hi guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like it and share it.
Follow Covert Indian on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Bye. Take care.